Hello everybody, it's Tallara. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As you can see, we have returned to Skyhold after quite the adventures in the Deep Roads and a DLC that I unknowingly started. So after all of those adventures, we have made our way back to our home base. And without further ado, I'm going to go check in on our war table because we had our team out and doing things that we got them to start like 4 or 5 episodes ago, so presumably they will have some reports for us, and then we can sort of assess the situation and see where we want to go from here. Alright, first of all, we have a new Inquisition perk. So what should we get? We could get the final perk under Inquisition, just for completion's sake. That appeals to me. And it is Tempered Glass Flasks.
The city has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
So getting that says better techniques in glassworking make more durable flasks, allowing more potions to be carried safely at one time. Cool. So we'll pick that up, and that is officially all of the Inquisition perks. Got it. So, let's see what the crew was up to. By the looks of things, I think they were all in Ferelden. Alright, number 1 is Celebrate the Dragon Slaying. Such sheen to her scales. Beauty indeed. Your gift will allow my imagination to take flight. Oh, such things I have dreamed of crafting for so long. In return, Heron will send all my collected notes. A bit scattered, perhaps, but maybe your own smiths will find them of use. From Wade. Then we have Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. Sister Liliana, our agents entered Lord Enzo's home where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hersinia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. From Mason. Liliana has written a note below. Have our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. Okay. And finally, we had gain Orzamar's friendship. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran Darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzamar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Excellent. Well, that's all good news. Alright, and then what else should we do here? We got the Arl's Invitation. Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. That is in the past. Today I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banorn of Calon is part of my domain and now lies empty. Tallara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Calon, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee, if you wish. Sincerely, Arl Tegan Garin. Alright. So we have 2 options. I think we'll go with Josephine on this one. We can't truly run a Banorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden allies.
Inquisitor.
Sounds like a good idea for a little bit of political maneuvering, so we'll let Josephine deal with that. Next up is Expose the Double Agent. An unknown traitor is lurking in Liliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a subtle trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisition must purge the enemy spy from its ranks. Liliana says we must move carefully. This traitor is a master of the craft to escape my detection for so long.
Inquisitor.
That is something personal to you, Liliana, so I will absolutely let you handle that and try to figure out who the traitor is. And then finally, we will do an offer from the Crows. A letter delivered to Skyhold. Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We encountered your agents in Hersinia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the man's Tevinter friends? You know the Venatori, we know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. A happy ending for all involved. Cullen says, do we really want to get tangled up with the crows? Our people can handle this. I actually disagree. I would rather go with either Josephine or Liliana's suggestion on this one and actually work with the crows, so let's back out and see if we have a better quest for Cullen to do. Maybe this one. Ah, this one is straight up to Commander Cullen. Here we go. I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmel's circles sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmel's people would happily throw them to the wolves, even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition, from Knight Commander Brayson. Cullen says we have a few Templars of our own. Hasmel's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure a safe passage for the mages.
All right.
Perfect. Alright, so everyone has got a job. And I think what I would like to do today, I definitely want to get to the main story, the next main story quest, which is what Pride had wrought. I want to get to that soon. But I think before we do, seeing as we did kind of just go through a very intense journey with our last DLC expedition, I think I would like to have a little fun, if you will. And what I have in mind is, well, a little dragon slaying. So the first dragon on my list is the one here in the hinterlands. This is actually the very first dragon we ever came across. We stumbled in, saw the dragon, quickly turned around and ran because we were not prepared. However, it's my understanding this is actually the lowest level dragon in the game, and we're actually at level 20 right now, which means we should be more than strong enough to take this guy on. So, I'm going to pick up these few resources on our way in, and then we're going to go fight ourselves a dragon. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there it comes! Oh, that's so freaking epic! Oh, that was not epic though, that hurt. Alright. There's little baby dragons here too. Looks like everything's level 15, which again is more than in our range. And if everyone was excited about us slaying a dragon before, well, I'm hoping we're going to be able to slay a few more dragons today to really get everyone excited. So let's see, can we get this one on the ground, or... Oh yeah, this dragon is only level 12. This should be not too bad. Ah! So many dragon wings. Okay, how do I get this dragon on the ground so we can fight it is going to be our only issue. Well, first let's take out all the dragon wings we can find. Luckily the fireballs that dragon is shooting from the sky aren't actually hurting me that much. Perhaps we just need to find the right area. Hello, dragon! Cannot get this thing to land, which I mean is smart for the dragon, to be honest. But it's a little annoying for me, who wants to kill said dragon. Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Come here! Ah! Perhaps there's something in this area that I need to find. Speaking of things to find, here's another dragling, and that looks like some red lyrium, which Varric will be very happy if we destroy. I can do That as well. Oh, this is all you, man. Smash, smash. Nice. Okay, still doesn't solve our dragon problem, but at least we got that part done. Ah, here we go. I had to keep walking through that initial area. And now the Ferelden Frostback has decided to land. It's so cool how every dragon looks different. They're different colors. Some shoot fire, some shoot electricity. They all have different names. So this is the Ferelden Frostback, which will hopefully be our second dragon slain. And the whole world was talking about us bringing down the first dragon. Even when we were in the deep roads, people commented that they had heard I had slayed a dragon. So if we can make it known that we've slain multiple dragons, we'll just be the talk of Thedas. Can't speak too soon though, because I'm getting roasted. Burn to a crisp. You may only be level 12, but you're not any regular level 12. This guy means business. Oh crap. Speaking of business, there's a fireball! Everyone avoid the fireballs. Ranged weapons at the ready! Bull's like, I don't have any ranged weapons, so I'll just wait down here. Ow! Oh my god. This dude really likes to light me on fire. Alright. Here, dragon, dragon, dragon. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Sorry. I don't even know where that just came from. Ooh. That scream was like nails on the chalkboard. Made us all weak and woozy. Whoa. Battle wouldn't even be quite so hard if this dude would stop moving around so much. Alright, he's down to like a quarter health. Less, honestly. This is it, guys. Come on. Oh, I say that and then he flies away. Okay, it's almost it, everybody. Just gotta wait for him to come back. Here he comes. Dodge balls. Ah! It's too far away. I can't get a hit. Oh, we can get up there, though. Excellent. Okay. Team, up the path. Ow, my ears. It's time to finish this. Someone left their wagon up here. I'm really getting that back. Oh, wait, there are Templars up here? Well, that's unfortunate. R.I.P. to you guys. Hopefully the dragon will deal with you, so we don't have to. Speaking of dealing with the dragon, down he goes! Wow! That is our second
Never
dragon
better.
slain.
See the way everything lit up when it tried to fry us. Now that is a fight.
Bull is living his best life right now. You're welcome for bringing you along on this, Bull. And now we can claim this landmark if it would let me. It's saying I'm still in combat, apparently, so it's not going to let me. Are there more dragonlings about? Is that the issue? Ah, there was literally red Templars around here. I see, I see. Alright. Now we're done, so we can get this landmark. Dragonling Nest. The Dragonling's nest is marked with patches of blackened stone, bones, and a few very charred picks that were evidently used as makeshift weapons, although not well. There you have it, folks. Dragon number 2 down. I think Bull is very happy with us that we did that and brought him along. And now let's go see if we can add another one to the tally, shall we? Alright, so the next location on our list, as you can probably see, is the Hissing Wastes. This is the location of the dragon that I'm aware of. You'll remember we met a guy here. I think his name was, yeah, Frederick. And he's looking into dragons.
Of course, Duran's theory of high dragon behavior is absurd, but... Oh, yes? Did you need something?
And I actually had a quest that I didn't turn into him before. When we were here previously, we found signs of dragons, so we're going to tell him about that.
We spotted several dragon signs around the approach.
Most excellent, my friend. I don't suppose you noted the wound pattern? No matter, I'll look into that later. Andrast is mercy. From what I can tell, the dragon has been moving east and will be scouring the wastes next. Naturally, the dragon's hunting ground is full of miscreants, White Claw raiders. They've covered the area in traps for maker-only-knows reasons. Quite a mess.
Alright.
We'll have to speak some other time.
So the interesting part about fighting this dragon is there is actually a bunch of quests that you have to do before you can reach them. So we need to go destroy all those traps. He also gave us a quest before called How to Lure a Dragon, and he wants us to help him make a dragon bait. So we're gonna pop around this area and do all these quests for our friend Frederick, and then hopefully he can help lure the dragon in, and we can kill it.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, we're gonna gracefully leap down this cliff and then reporting to Frederick. I got the ingredients he needs for his dragon bait, and I cleared out all the traps. So let's let him know. I have the ingredients.
1 tail feather and 1 batch of intestines, as requested.
My friend, you are invaluable. I will certainly note your assistance in my monograph on the High Dragon. I will attempt to lure her out as soon as my background research is complete. Mistakes could be deadly. The ancient Tevinters wrote volumes on the study of dragons. I believe they had a laboratory in this desert. If only their work had not been lost. Truly, the Blights set the field of draconology back centuries. Deplorable.
I actually found a manuscript.
I found this manuscript on dragons in an ancient Tevinter laboratory. Will it help you?
What remarkable diagrams. Are these chambers of the draconic heart? Oh, if only I could read the script. Do you perhaps know a linguist? Or a Tevinter historian?
Don't look at me. Nobody's spoken that form of Tevin in 700 years.
I don't, but the Inquisition might. I'll speak to our specialists.
Last but not least, I've done so many things for this guy. The raiders are also dead, and their traps are dismantled.
The raiders are no longer in the way.
I've made note of the appropriate spots in the wastes for you to place lures. I must locate my supplies to create the bait. Then we can proceed.
Alright. Sounds good.
We'll have to speak some other time.
So, we now have another operation. We're not quite ready to lure that dragon yet. We need to translate this old Tevinter manual on dragons. So we are going to need to backtrack here. There are so many steps you need to do, so many hoops you need to jump through before you can actually fight this dragon. So let's back out to the war table. We can check in and see what everyone has for us in terms of reports while we do that. And hopefully we can fight a dragon pretty soon. Alright, so here is the objective. It says translate the dragon text. Ambassador Montelier, I have been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Minrathous who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities.
Yes, thank you.
A few favors, and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Yours sincerely, Baron Maxwell von Serrant. So, we will get Josephine to deal with this. A favor for a friend of a friend can get the manuscript translated by an expert. Perfect. Esteemed Ambassador Montelier, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperations with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tevene documents from the pre-Blight area. Awesome. So, hopefully that's everything we need now to actually fight the dragon. So, we shall venture forth.
What was that? Oh, my fellow researcher. What can I do for you?
The manuscript is translated.
My people have translated that.
Oops, sorry.
Return whenever you like. I'm always glad of the company of a fellow.
I think he got upset that I started
Of course,
casting
your
bolts.
theory of high dragon behavior is absurd, but... Oh, yes? Did you need something?
What I was saying, the manuscript is translated.
My people have translated that Tevinter manuscript.
Studies on dragon hunting patterns? Migrations? Ha! Durant's theory that dragons can't see the color blue is refuted. With those dreadful raiders out of the way, we can finally lure out the abyssal high dragon. You should have the honor, my friend. I've made note of the appropriate spots in the wastes for you to place lures. Place this bait, and then wait. It will be a momentous achievement in draconology.
Alright, I'll bait the dragon.
I'm off to plant the bait for the High Dragon.
I cannot wait to hear your observations. You must make note of how she circles the hunting area.
We'll have to speak some other time.
I've got a dragon to slay. Alright, dragon lures place. So where did the dragon lures go? They go all down here. Frederick has determined the hunting patterns of the abyssal high dragon that reigns over the skies of the western approach and marked appropriate spots to place dragon lures. I hope Frederick knows that I plan to slay this high dragon. Although perhaps that's better for him because he can probably do more research. We can actually provide him with the corpse, but I'm not sure if that was clear or not. Frederick, this is dragon number 3 and I'm heading into this fully preparing to slay it, so hopefully that's cool with you. You know all the sayings they say about 3, third time's the charm and whatnot. There's something about the power of 3. I definitely want to slay my 3rd dragon. Because if you just slay 1 dragon, it's really impressive, but maybe it was a fluke. You slay 2 dragons, it's like, alright, yeah, no, you got my attention. You slay 3 dragons, and suddenly people know you're for real. That's what we're doing here today, folks. We're showing the people of Thedas that we are for real. I don't care if they take me seriously in my role of the Inquisitor, I just want them to know that I'm a badass dragon slayer. Alright. 1 more lure, and then the Abyssal High Dragon should be coming to us.
Baiting a dragon on purpose. Right. Should have stayed home today.
What, Varric? You'd miss out on all the fun! Uh-oh, I hear the music. But I don't see the dragon.
Oh, look, a dragon. What a perfect way to ruin our day.
Where, Dorian? Oh, found him! So Dorian and Varric aren't very excited about slaying the dragon, but I know that Bull is just as excited as I am. The music has started, the dragon is here, and I'm ready. You gonna come join us, or are you just gonna do some loop-de-loops? Speak of the devil. Hi! Whoa! You destroyed a lot of those pillars. I've said this before, I'm pretty sure I've said this in both of our previous dragon encounters, but I'm gonna say it one more time because I really mean it. I love how every single dragon is different. It gets me excited to see what each dragon's gonna look like next and what their particular skills are and whatnot. It's very, very cool. There are lots of different varieties of high dragons, and we're gonna try to slay them all, if you will. So far, so good for the Abyssal High Dragon. It seems like he actually wants to stay on the ground and fight us, which is totally fine with me. I'm good if you stay on the ground. Bull's good too. He is tanking him real nice. While the rest of us get some hits in. He's already halfway down. Speak the devil about staying on the ground. Nope, he did stay on the ground. It was just a brief stretch of the wings, if you will. Yeah, being level 20 makes this encounter probably way easier than it probably should be. But that's why I wanted to wait and come back a little later. Not that I wanted the encounters to be necessarily easy, but I wanted them to be more enjoyable than, you know, frustrating or challenging. And trust me, there's 10 dragons in total. The dragons only get harder as you kind of go through. We fought between the Ferelden dragon and now this Abyssal High Dragon. These are, I believe, two of the easiest dragons in the whole game, so it will only get more tougher. Guys, he's almost down. Dragon number 3 has been slain. Down goes the Abyssal High Dragon. I think. This is the longest, most drawn-out death sequence I've ever seen. Okay, yeah, he's dead. He made us guess there for a minute. Whew! Alright guys, third time's the charm. Down goes another dragon. We get all this amazing loot. And now let's report back to our friend Frederick. Hey Frederick, guess what? We did it!
What was that? Oh, my fellow researcher. What can I do for you?
The dragon is dead.
The High Dragon attacked me when I planted the bait. I'm afraid it's dead.
She attacked? How wonderful! You had a first-hand view of her behavior. Did you take any notes on her aggressive posturing? I suppose you wouldn't have. No matter. I should very much like to interview you. At a later time, of course. I could join your Inquisition. My expertise could be of use, and your scouts could help me find other specimens.
Awesome, sure. Head to Skyhold.
Certainly. I'm sure the Inquisition could use a draconologist.
Excellent. I'm sure my research will be of great use to you.
Awesome. Well, not only did we slay a dragon, we also got an ally, and Frederick the Researcher is going to join the Inquisition. So all's well that ends well. The Inquisition has gained another agent. So before we end today's episode, I said I was going to do this when we were at the war table last time, and I got distracted with the thought of hunting dragons. But I do just want to check in on what the group's been doing. We'll get their latest reports, and then we can call it a day here. Alright, here we are back at the war table. Now, gang, I'm ready to read your reports. So first up was the Arl's invitation. Ambassador, I cannot thank you enough for inviting me to act as the Inquisition's champion at the Grand Melee. You'll be glad to hear I did not disgrace you. I placed a respectable 10th. Although I did not manage to win us either title or lands, I did secure several trade agreements with the Banorn for the Inquisition. I thought that might please you more than a dank castle. Yours, Sir Danor. Next is a letter for Cullen. Your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trusts Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Hazmal's circle is stable, and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. From Knight Commander Bryson. Finally, Liliana is going to expose her double agent. The following is a confession that I, Abernail Harish, known as Painter when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn, and I willingly serve my sentence in prison. From Abernail Harish, as witnessed by Liliana. So there you go, folks. We made it out of the deep roads and had a victory lap of dragon slaying, if you will. But at the end of the day, we're making sure that all of our associates are still doing all they can to bolster support for the Inquisition. So when we get back next time, we'll probably check in with our companions. We haven't done that in a little bit. And then my inclination is to continue on with the main story, which will bring us to the What Pride Had Wrought quest, where we're going to head into the Arbor Wilds and try to track down Corypheus. But until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I really hope to see you guys back here again real soon.